Live from your local news source, this is ABC 27 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Dennis Owens.
I'm Valerie Pritchett. Mental health problems are exploding across the Commonwealth to health professionals on the front lines.
That's right, too many people with problems, not enough people to help them. It's being called a crisis, and today at the Capitol, a plan of attack was unveiled.
There is more emotional pain in the world today than maybe at any point in most of our lifetimes.
State Rep Mike Schlossberg can cite the statistics on rising suicide rates and mental illness doubling during the pandemic, but he doesn't need the numbers to know.
I have repeatedly told my own story about depression, anxiety, and being suicidal.
Schlossberg is pushing his Hope for PA, $100 million that would fund things like more beds for providers.
Where are the services? It can take months to get an appointment, if you can even get one. And when your child is suicidal, you don't have months. You need help now.
It would also pay to embed social workers with police.
When somebody calls 911, they always send a police officer. Whether your house is on fire, I don't put out fires. I'm also not a mental health crisis counselor. I can do enough to recognize it and hopefully get the right people involved. And the quicker we can do that, I think we save people's lives, we save people's futures, and we keep them out of a system they don't need to be in.
Those of us in the fight are outnumbered and under-resourced.
Hope for PA would also steer cash to crisis intervention and training.
The pandemic did not create this problem, but it added a high-octane fuel to the fire that was already out of control. The flames of mental illness affect people of all ages, but particularly our youth.
Democrats requesting money typically goes nowhere in the GOP-controlled legislature, but perhaps not this time. After mass shootings, Republicans would rather pull the trigger on mental health initiatives than restricting guns.
If there's an opportunity within these tragedies to push the ball forward in terms of funding mental health, I think we're in a better spot.
And Schlossberg is asking if the $100 million come from the state's record surplus.